2025 Fantic 300 finally on US market. Japanese body, but Italian heart. Japanese precision, but Italian passion. It's like Musashi and Monica Bellucci had a baby. Fantic 300, it's something else. Hey, what's up guys, Rado here, and this is a brand new, most exotic and hottest bike on the market currently. This is 2025 Fantic 300 XE off-road enduro race bike. The frame, chassis is from Yamaha, engine is completely different. It's from Motori Minarelli, little bit based on YZ, but everything else is, everything inside is different. We're gonna talk about it. One of a kind bike, and we really wanting to have this thing on the American market. It was kind of a ban for a few years because the Yamaha and Fantic had an agreement that since this bike is so heavily based on Yamaha, they didn't want to compete on the American market. So they didn't come for many years. But for this model, this bike is so different compared to Yamaha YZ250. And I'm really excited. I want to see how much would it feel like riding a Yamaha and how much would it feel like riding something European. Now this engine is completely brand new, done by Motori Minarelli. Yes, they use some components from Yamaha, the bottom end and some things are from Yamaha, so it fits in the frame, but everything inside is done newly. It's 300, it's fuel injected, oil injected, electric start, it has a hydraulic clutch, it has electronic power valve, so all goodies that you would expect from the high-end two-stroke engine in 2025 year. This is an off-road enduro race bike. It has everything that you need to have on those bikes. Headlight, it has the speedometer, you can know your speed. It has all the sensors for the brakes. This can be street legal in Europe, so go on a brake, your light come on. It has a kickstand, 18-inch rear wheel, electric start. It has a fan that comes stuck on these bikes, and it's overall meant for the off-road racing. I would say this is a very sharp off-road racer. This map switch here has 20 different options, which is absolutely insane. I never heard of two-stroke that is 20 different maps. Well, actually, it's two different maps. One is wild, one is mild. And then inside that map, you have 10 different settings for the traction control. So you can go from 1 all the way to 10. So from low to high, you can add how much traction control you want to apply to that fast map. And then you can do the same for the slow map. This bike comes with an oil injection and fuel injection. You have your tank with 2 different openings here. One is for oil, one is for gas. So today we're gonna jump on this thing, ride it, and we're gonna report back how much this thing feels like YZ250 and how much is this a new European breed coming to USA. Let's go for a ride. Okay, so we are on the YZ250 frame, YZ250 rear swing arm. So this thing actually feels super familiar. Even the engine, the power reminds me of the YZ250 sound as well. We are on the faster map. Yeah, this thing likes to be on a pipe. That's where the power is. That's where the fun starts. Lugging the bottom, it feels just a little different. First gear, second. So kind of surprising that this 300 only has 5 gears. Second gear, lagging uphill. I mean, it still has good bottom. It's just slightly different compared to some other bikes I've been riding before. And also, other thing, this 300 fuel injected electronic power valve, all goodies on the engine, but it doesn't have a counterbalance, which is a little surprising to me. I guess, I don't know, they just kept YZ bottom end the way it was, but they did balance it really good to the piston, so you don't really feel a vibration. The suspension here, the KYB4 again shock. Yeah, you cannot ask for better suspension than this. We are fully stock, nothing has been done to this bike. Out of the box. Yep, a race machine for sure. Hydraulic clutch, Brembo. Master cylinder, one finger all day, works good. Adjusted itself. No worries with the clutch there. It's a serious race bike. This thing is so crisp. Fuel injection, yeah, it works so good. Like these 2 strokes, forget about all the jetting. You are crisp all the time, every time. And this thing even has an oil injection, so you don't worry about the mixing, you don't worry about the ratios. A lot of good stuff, a lot of high tech. And it comes with 2 maps. I'm on a map 1. This will be map 2. Map 1 is faster. It also has a traction control with 10 different positions. Let me show you. You push this button, now it shows 0. You see the lights, how they go in a 0? That's how you know in which traction control mode you are. If you hold it for like 3 seconds, it's gonna start flashing. Now you can keep clicking and you can change your traction control from 0 to 10. Now I set it on 1, so but let's go back. You hold it, let it flash, and you push the button 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and H means high or 10. You leave it like that, it will set itself to number 10. Now it's off, but when you push 1, this little light is on, so now you have traction control on the map 1, and the traction control is on the highest position. Okay, I can already feel it. I go on a gas, and normally this would be, you know, getting a spin, but it just wouldn't do it. The computer ECU wouldn't let it on the highest mode. Just wouldn't let it to spin the wheel. This might be very helpful in a super loose condition, muddy, sandy, whatever, and you can adjust it to 10 different clickers, which is quite incredible. Yeah, I can definitely feel the bike is behaving differently. It wouldn't kick that wheel loose. So now, click 1, traction control off. Oh yeah, now it's alive. So you do have a huge difference with the traction control. You can stay in a fast map and you can tweak it with the 10 different points on your traction control. That's quite interesting. Okay, let's get something a little slower. I'm in a second gear here. Fastest map, no traction control. Yeah, suspension was made for this. These little hits you take here, it makes it all nice and plush. Steep section. Yeah, we can lug it uphill, no worries, no problem. If you have to go really slow, just walking on the trails, making your way through some hard obstacles, first gear, you know, letting it idle like this, no problem at all. Little uphill, it's not dying, not stalling. This thing is a revver, wants to be on a pipe. Beautiful. Passion from Italy inside this durability and precision from Japan. It's a really good match. I really love this bike. It feels different than everything else I've been riding. It feels a little bit more, or let's say a little bit less European. Like, you know, all these European bikes, they are a little bit more, at least to me, a little bit more compliant when you ride them. They have a little bit better bottom. They are a little bit more for like a slower technical riding, hard enduro. And now if you look at the YZ250, that thing is a pure rocket ship. It's a little bit more rigid, a little bit more firm, like a you know, precision knife. You can cut with that thing. And then it has this power that loves to be on a pipe. It's a little bit explosive. It kind of have that on and off switch, which some of the European bikes don't have that. They want to be more linear, kind of like a four-strokey. So this fuel injected, all injected, electronic power valve, the whole full package of the new engine from Italy, Motori Minarelli, still has that two-stroke feel. They didn't take anything away from that two-stroke feel. It still has that racy feel to it. It still has that sharp, kind of a little bit more rigid thing. It's super light and it feels really sharp and rigid in my hands, as I said, and the power wants to be on the pipe. It feels way better when I get it on something a little bit faster. I go on like a open trail, I can you know, wing it on a third gear, fourth gear, and a motocross track, this thing feels like it was born for the motocross track. Really feels good on the track. You know, you can break that traction with the rear wheel, steer with the rear wheel. It feels really good there. Suspension, even though it's an off-road suspension, it felt good on the track. I was hitting some, you know, jumps downhill, and it did really good job. Still really good for off-road, dialed in for off-road. So I have no complaints. This KYB suspension is really great there. So what kind of riding would I do if I have this bike? I would definitely not pick Fantic 300 if I'm a slow technical rider. I go on a single track, I go on a gnarly single track, and I'm lagging in the first, second, maybe third gear. I think Fantic didn't have that in mind when they designed this thing. They wanted to get a faster guy, racer, racing like a GNCC series or something similar, is on the gas most of the time, is on the pipe most of the time, and can really dial in the power delivery, but still this bike loves to live on the pipe. Yes, it has decent bottom. Yes, you can do all the obstacles. Yes, you can ride everything on this thing. But if you want to pick categories where this thing would shine, this thing will be perfect, then definitely racing, when you're on the pipe, even on a motocross track, I took it to my track a little bit, this thing just opens up, feels amazing, lives on the pipe all day long. That's beautiful. What it was meant for. So overall, it's a very, very interesting feel. Something familiar, yet a little more passion, this Italian passion in it. You know, the engine and then the adjustability you have with the switch here. So definitely interesting package. If you love YZ250, you're gonna love Fantic 300. If you love that power, if you love that feel on the bike, the suspension and the ergonomics, and you love how the you know, the frame is flexing and all that is a little bit more rigid and firm, you're gonna love Fantic 300. This thing is similar, feels similar to YZ250, but yet again, this engine is completely new Italian passion right there. So for this model right here, there is 100 pieces, 2025 Fantic XE300. 100 of them are in US for sale. I believe majority of them probably already are, you know, spoken for. Deposits are probably paid for these bikes already, because it is latest and the greatest. It is bike that everybody talks about, everybody wants to touch it, everybody wants to ride it. So it is a hot topic right now. So definitely I think those 100 units are already sold. But for 2026, we're gonna get way more units. There is a list of dealers that you guys can look up on a Fantic website. I'll put below in the description. Check the details, check who has it. It's priced competitively with everything else. It's cool, it's different, it yet a little bit familiar. So I love the package and I'm super pumped that we have this thing in USA. All right, my friends, well, that's about it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.